Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to my site. Yesterday we talked about the color bands of the sun. Now those color bands are the color spectrum that we use when we paint, when we work with color in any way. We have a certain basic set of colors to work with, and we mate them together either for good or for bad when we go to make painting or anything involving color. Now these color bands also correspond to the elements of matter, notes of music, and many other works in science and in art together. Today we're talking once again about the perfection point within you. You see, once again we have a chart of the sun, and you'll notice the center about where the yellow is. That is made up of all the other colors. Those beautiful colors are mated together and they become the carbon color. In elements of matter we call it carbon, but at that, all those matings together make a perfect sphere. If they were not perfectly mated, then the sun would not be a perfect sphere. Now, when the sun, I realize it loses that perfect sphere as time goes on. We'll talk about that later, as well as the earth. The earth was once a perfect sphere, and now it's no longer as perfect as it was. Well, we'll talk about that later on. However, right now, what the point I want to make is all of these colors are perfectly mated. The female blue is perfectly mated with the male red. The female green is perfectly mated with the perfect orange. They come together and they all get together in the one meeting hall we call yellow. At that point, the yellow is at the equilateral line where planets are discharged. And those planets come out with the same perfection as the mother sun has. Imperfection and perfection are both together, as we might call it. It's all together. You can mix colors in different arrangements. They don't always go together because they won't mate perfectly together. You may have a color that you don't like, therefore that is basically the mating of the colors that made that one color is not correct for you. Now, what am I really saying? The perfection point of you is the point of maturity. It is that point. Anytime you want to perfect something, a painting, a sculpture, a work of writing, your job, any type of skill, a mechanic skill, anything, you are attempting to be what God made the sun into. God made the sun have a perfect point of perfection. A perfect point of perfection is where all the colors have been mated perfectly. And that's why we seek perfection. In other words, we actually seek the God that centers us. That's the perfection point within you. Just meditate on that a little while. Because anytime you want to have something beautiful or great, you're seeking the God within you, whether you know it or not. I think that's a wonderful realization for myself, that almost everything that I seek, I am seeking God in. Thank you so very much, and talk to you later.